Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Web Coding with Anko. Today we are diving into an essential algorithm in computer science, the power of two algorithm. If you are preparing your for coding interview or just love exploring algorithm, this one is for you. Let's get started. So, understanding the algorithm of power of two. So, what is the power of two algorithm? Simply put, it is a way to determine if an given integer is a power of two. A number is a power of 2 if it can be expressed as 2 raised to some power. For example, 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16 and so on. As you can see here in the slide, it will show number of 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. So why it is important? So they are crucial in various fields like computer graphics, networking, data structure, and more. For instance, memory allocation often rely on power of 2 for efficiency. Now, let's talk about the power of 2 algorithm problem statement. As you can see, given a number and determine if a number is a power of 2 or not. Check if n is positive, if n is less than or equal to 0, it is not a power of 2. An integer is a power of 2 if there exists an integer x such that n equal to 2 to the power x. For example, here you can see is power of 2 1 is equal to true. 2 to the power 0 as is power of 2 2 is equal to 2 to the power 1 is true and 5 is not because it is remainder is 1. That's why it output will be false. As you can see on the right side, it is in a diagram showing the power of 2 of different types of blocks here. Let's understand the power of 2 algorithm with some pseudocode. Let's understand the logic behind the power of 2 with some pseudocode. Pseudocode help us to break down the problem without worrying about the syntax of a specific programming language. Here is a step-by-step pseudocode for checking if a number is a power of 2. Let's take we have number 8 and 8 we divide by 2 is equal to 4. Here we find remainder 0. After that we divide 4 is to 2 equal to 2. Remainder again we get 0. After 2 is to 2 1 is equal to 1 remainder is 0. So if there are condition in which we find the remainder is not 0 in any steps and is not a power of 2, although if the remainder is 0 or and comes to down to 1 eventually, then it is a power of 2. So after you I think you are able to understand how we can calculate the power of 2 algorithm. Now we take some examples and we together write some code to calculate the power of 2. Now here we come on a Replit platform where we are building our power of 2 algorithm program. Let's start building it. We can write is power of 2 is 2. We keep it as 1. Okay, we copy 2 1 and we copy 2 more 2 and 5 here. 5 and 2 and 2. We make it control so that we can able to find the output of output of this. We can copy completely and remove this power of 2 from here, and we can keep this to 2 and 5. Okay, now what with the output of this true we get true and we get false. Okay, now we start building a function on the using a power of 2 is power of 2 is to n. As we already know that we have n is a positive integer, so we write a condition if n is small, if n is greater than 1, n is smaller than 1, then we have to return false because n is a positive number. Now as we have to write as we have to we run a for loop by dividing the number by 2 until the number is greater than 1. Okay, so for this we take while loop. When n is greater than 1, it will the value will be run until then when the number is greater than 1. Inside that we can keep that modulo 2 equal not equal to 0. Okay, so that it remainder is not equal to 0, then we can return false. After this, in this we can divide this value by 2 because we can divide this value by 2, and after in this we can return true because here we can see that the remainder we get 1, so it return the true. Now we get all of these things. Let me rename this function. Now let's run this program. What this program will give us. So we can run this program. We can control, and here you can see we can find the power of 2 as true, true, false, which we write here in this, and on the right side you find these three things. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the power of 2. So let start calculating the time complexity for this. Let's calculate the time complexity for this program. So what you think would be the time complexity of this program will be? Let's go to a cheat sheet. In the cheat sheet, loop 5 nested row input is reduced by half O of n. Okay, now we have a loop, but we do not have a loop of for, because we have a loop of while n until and unless it will divide by 2. So as you can see, we have input size reduced by half of 0 of log n. So here, as you can see, we have a loop, but in this we input size will be reduced by half. So what would be our time complexity? It will be 0 of log n, O of log n. You can see we have calculated the big O notation for this example. Now we can, which have a input size O of O log n. Now we have also the solution which have a constant time complexity. Let's dive into that example. We can comment this out. We can comment this function, and we build a new function using the bitwise operator. So we can build a function for that. We have function is power of 2 bitwise of n. If the number is more than 1, then it will return false, because n is a positive number. Else it will return n and n minus 1 equal to 0. This solution has a constant current complexity of n is to 1. Now I just to let you know what is the bitwise correct time complexity. Let after that we run this particular example. Here you can see that we will calculating the bitwise operator power of 2 algorithm. Here 1 is to 1, 2 of binary digit, because in bitwise it has a binary digit option, and in this 3 it has 100, and 4 has 100. As we have seen in the code, and n minus 1. So n, if I have a value n is equal to 1, then 001 will be here, and after that one value behind that means 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Then we can there 000. After calculating this value, we can get 0. That's why it will give a 0, which will return true to be the value to be power of 2. So let's get back to our example of now. As you can see, we are here and we have already written our program. So let's run this program. Let's we run this particular program and see what value we get in this. Here we are expecting two true false, and here also we are expecting the true false we are getting. So this is the best solution of calculating the power of 2. Here the big O notation. Now we calculate the big O notation for this program. So as I have already told you that the big O notation for this program is constant. So log n, so it will be a value of O of 1. Also, there you have it, the power of 2 algorithm in JavaScript. It is simple yet powerful tool that showcases the beauty of bitwise operation. If you enjoy this video, get it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified about our latest tech tutorials. Thanks for watching and keep coding.